journey, a funny but real look at the world, and the reason this channel came into existence. The moment you use the done to death words, personality development, a few lines instantly come to mind. Think positive, nothing is impossible, be a leader, be confident. I feel like throwing up every time I hear these words. And this channel is an act of rebellion against the bullshit being dished out to innocent minds in the name of personality development. The seeds of this channel were sown 20 years ago when I was a nervous fat teenager in North India, being bullied by classmates and being made fun of by almost everyone. I hated the world and myself. I wanted somebody to guide me. Tell me what to do. Tell me how to think. Tell me how to develop my personality. I searched a lot, would study every book which had something to do with personality development and self-help. And God knows I needed a lot of help. I was fat, confused, and underconfident. Thanks to whatever I have learned in last 30 years, I'm much more sure of myself, and yes, I am one of the most confident big men you'll ever meet. But back then, I was seeking parental approval at any cost. And yes, the all-consuming, how will I become successful? I was the epitome of a well-behaved Indian middle-class kid with a strict value-based upbringing, and I hated it. Below were my sources of seeking the guidance, the positive bullshit. I tried all kinds of positive thinking, positive imagining, positive this and positive that. I must have read thousands of pages, but still felt like a sad, fat, lost, negative loser. I also listened to every Babaji coming on the TV and giving yarn on how today's generation is a bunch of buffoons. How using cow urine one can become intelligent. Needless to say, the cow dung babas were mostly bullshitting. Next source. Self-help books. These books were telling me that in order to succeed, I have to work hard and be good at everything and become a leader of people. Everyone wants to become a leader. Who the hell is going to follow? These books would churn out absurd facts that I have 1 trillion cells in my brain, but I wasn't able to use them. And I should get up early in order to become a genius, and a lot of such things. But let me tell you, they did not help. The one I read a lot and the one book I really hate today is How to Win Friends and Influence People. I have a lot of respect for Dale Carnegie, and his books on presentation and worry are worth reading. But this one book, in my view, should be banned in India. The Great Past. Indian kids are always encouraged to be someone else. Be Gandhi, Gates, or the third cousin of your father who is a rotten bureaucrat in some god-forsaken government office. Be someone else, but don't be yourself. Try to follow the footsteps of every great man ever born, except myself. Now this one is very interesting. The successful relative. Remember the hated dialogue that makes you go bonkers every time your mother says it in front of that idiotic and arrogant looking fool of a relative. Inse kuch seekh lo, learn something from them. And he dumps the heaps of bullshit on you. Yes, I have had it by the tons. Indian moms. By sheer luck, I ended up in a hotel job and suddenly found myself thrown at the real world. The shy teen was an 18-year-old hotel receptionist at a luxury hotel. There, I got a first-hand experience of dealing with the rich and powerful, the business owners to politicians to CXOs of big organizations, and the real poor and hardcore hotel staff. And the journey began. This went through a 180-degree paradigm shift in my view of people, society, and the world. I traveled through mazes of tough jobs, overtimes, night shifts, MBA, multiple jobs, failures, heartbreaks, confusion, and depression. And finally, redemption. Things that helped me were search for truth, Mahabharata, rationalism, ancient philosophies, astrology. I want to teach you what I had learned. So do subscribe.